Hi guys, my story is about the Franklin Star presented by Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba Boy. The Franklin Star begins with the courtship of the Britain knight Arviragus and Dorgan, who came to be married happily. However, soon after their marriage, Arviragus was sent away to Britain to work for 2 years. Dorgan wept for his absence despite the letters that he sent home to her. However, although her friends comforting eventually started to work, Dorgan remained distressed by the grisly black rocks visible from the cliff side near to the shore. She asked God why he would create this unreasonable work whose only purpose was to kill people. One day, her friends had organized a party and a dance in a beautiful garden. It was at this dance that Aurelius Esquire danced in front of Dorigen, who was as fresh and well dressed as the month of May. His singing and dances were better than any man's, and he was one of the most handsome men alive. It was during the dancing then that Aurelius addressed Dorigen, wishing that he and not her husband had been sent across the sea, before begging her to have mercy on him and revealing his love. Dorigen responded by telling him that she would never be an untrue wife and had no intention of cuckolding her husband. And then, as a joke, Dorigen added that she would be Aurelius' love on the day that all of the rocks were removed from the coast. Arviragus then returned from abroad, and Dorigen was delighted to have him back. 2 years passed, and Aurelius lay in torment and without comfort except that is for his brother and a clerk who suggested that he meet a student of laws at Orleans who was versed in the science of illusion and magic. Aurelius leaped down his horse and went with his men to his house, where he fed them and showed them wondrous illusions of various kinds. The men eventually agreed to remove the rocks from the coast for £1,000. The next morning, having stayed at the man's house, they traveled to Brittany, where by illusion the men made it so that for a week or two it would appear that the rocks had vanished. Aurelius said grateful prayers and eventually came to his lady and explained to her in curtly formal terms how he had fulfilled their bargain. She stood astonished, entirely white, never thinking that such an occasion could arise, and went home when despairing. When Arviragus returned home, and Dorigen told him the truth of what had happened, he therefore sent her to submit to Aurelius. When Aurelius learned how well Arviragus had accepted his wife's promise, Aurelius decided to let Dorigen's promise go unfulfilled, refusing to break the married couple's truth. He claimed that a squire can indeed be as honorable as a knight. Aurelius then went to pay the law student, even though this affair remained unconsummated, and the man forgave Aurelius' debt, proving himself honorable.